handed you off to a group of Elturel guardsmen who promised to get you to the Grand Cathedral. They succeeded. Where you could be kind of laid down and let recover. They then tried to bully the Shield, make deals with the Shield. They kind of made a kind of compromise with the Shield that didn't result in it trying to fireball them to death or fireball their bags of holding to oblivion. But did require a promise to do everything reasonable to try and free it.
No, I think Soros actually took the shield and say, "Fuck you! we're not gonna free you or whatever." And put in his backpack.
Oh, so you ended up with that decision? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me double check it.
Yeah, I've got it in my notes somewhere. That'll play out.
I think I only agree to that if everyone is okay with it. Yeah, but Soros say, "Fuck it."
Yep, I can completely sympathise with that. Well, back looking at that, the group continued heading then towards the cemetery, which is where you were looking for Ulder Ravengard, the Grand Duke and Lord of the Flaming Fist. Along the way, Sylphine was able to spot the flying Nightmare Patrol, the guy who was flying around kind of watching, how do I put it, hunting Elturel citizens. You know, the guy on the flaming horse. This guy.
Yep.
He was on the path you wanted to take, so instead you ended up looping around and finding a quicker path. On arrival, the Grand Cathedral was guarded by undead. Not demons, not devils, just undead. So the group decided to scout out and ended up meeting an undead priest who ended up being fairly chill in the end. You kind of spoke with him, talked, discovered that he liked devils, really hated demons, but if you weren't any of the above classes, he really didn't care what you did. So yeah, he let Ravengard and a few of his soldiers down into the ossuary below. He didn't care. But now he thinks they're demon worshippers, so he cares. But you're going to go after him, so cool. Just kill the demons and he doesn't care. You agreed. And headed down under. Eventually finding a way through the ossuary to a kind of contemplation meditation pool deep within, where there was Ravengard with a big helmet on his head and a load of butchered guards around him as he was uttering kind of demonic and angelic phrases, as through the helmet he was kind of the center point of a struggle between Torm, the deity, and Baphomet, the demon deity, which was a problem. So it took a little while to free him, because as you started to try and free him from a demonic portal within the meditation pool, 3 Minotaurs, the favoured servants of Baphomet, emerged and attacked. And I believe Soraz and Sylphine both received the crits that day.
Oh, yes.
So, yes.
But they were brought down eventually. And with the help of the NPC that is literally just the Deus Ex Machina of things you may need in the first couple of chapters, Rare, you're able to exercise Baphomet's control and get the helmet off of Ravengard. He then went unconscious, but you're able to lug him back to the cathedral, whereupon you met Jinx, who informed you that Ravengard's soul, well, his mind, was absent. You eventually worked out it was trapped in the helm, basically. So, Sylphine, thinking she had the strongest chance of resisting mind control, slapped the helm on her head and was thrown into a vision of the Hellriders' battle in Hell. Kind of hovering above the battlefield, she was aware of Ravengard's mind beside her. He kind of directed their view, what they saw. But in the end, you're able to, Sylphine, and then through her, all of you, were able to witness Lulu flying next to a Hellrider wielding an angelic sword. Now, I think you've decided you think that Hellrider was Zariel in human form. That's not been confirmed, but it's a reasonable guess.
But we want to ask Lulu about it.
Doesn't she
And
have amnesia or something? That's why she's a little elephant right now, or whatever. That only knows the cantrip light, I think.
But she's in Elturel to regain her memories.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was, I believe, where we left off.
All right. Yeah. Let's. If Sophie can, describe everything in detail to Lulu, see if that would jog his memory, any
We
memory
can
from
try.
him. Yeah.
I wrote. I mean, you can see it from. Did I post my notes last time? Yeah, I still
Session
need to do
notes.
the YouTube channel, the YouTube video.
I think you posted the notes.
I did. Just need to do the.
Yep, you did.
And the video. So it's at the very bottom what I've managed to write down when Coco was narrating the vision. So I can tell her that.
Okay. So you intend to inform her of the memories?
Of the vision we saw, yes.
As you talk to her, tell her of this, her face kind of crumples up and her brow furrows. She seems to get quite melancholy, a bit sad. She'll inform you that the woman you saw wasn't Zariel. It was a woman called Yale. She was the most loyal Hellrider and the wielder of Zariel's sword.
Yale, like Yale College?
No, Yale like fantasy Yale.
Ah, okay.
There we go. Towards the end of the battles, Yale took the sword and plunged it into a rock, and then Lulu called upon every ounce of goodness in her heart to raise a shield around it, a fortress against evil.
Thank you.
She'll give you some general information. The Sword of Zariel is an incredibly powerful weapon against evil, feared by demon lords and pit fiends alike.
Do you think we should try to find it?
Well, looks like the sword can help us a lot. But I mean, there's a couple of things we need to do. Figure out how to, get this city back to the material plane and find Northern God, which we did. And maybe this sword can help the first quest. I really
Talking
don't
of talking of Ravengard, kind of finally coming to full consciousness and understanding what you guys have been saying, kind of stand up, stretch a little bit. I'm sorry you had to help me like you did. Thank you. I oh, this is an interesting hangover. The sword is a relic. You underestimated, I think. From what I saw over and over and over again in the helm, the sword is key. The sword is the way to save the city. He'll kind of shake his head. I can't say it more clearly. I don't know how.
So you'd say it is a way to get Elturel back, so that it actually is kind of important that we try to get it back, or from wherever it is.
He'll nod. It is a relic of pure power, pure heavenly power. If the little flying one was there, I don't know, you could retrace her steps.
It's a bad idea.
Little kind of flyover. I think we could find our way to the two bird-like people.
bird-like people, as in people, or bird-like demon. Devil.
Bird-like people make me think either of Kenku or Asimar with their wings.
She'll give you a description, and no check needed. You're pretty sure she's talking about Kenku.
Okay, those bloody crows.
They were funny. I don't really remember them. I just remember they were funny.
They are.
They were
They are
they-
very
they-
funny. Some if they want to be.
they cast an anti-gravity and drop everyone to the ground and have a bloody T-Rex for pet.
Wrong game. Around this time, I'd imagine Tark is kind of waking up slowly.
Look who just
Oh, my
landed
head.
leaving.
Where the fuck am I?
In a cathedral.
What? What happened?
You went crazy. We knocked you out. Hopefully you're not
What?
as crazy as you were before.
I had the strangest dream that I was shooting giant balls of fire through the air.
Oh,
Well, that
Those are
definitely
nonsense.
happened.
that's not dream. You succumb to the suggestion of the shield, and you kill bunch of your own people.
Well, you really don't want to sugarcoat it at all. No, I would never do that. I came here to save my people, not to kill them. What?
You can ask
You lie.
Ask where? Ask Sophie, ask Soros, or even ask those guards that who brought you in. They saw it. Everybody saw it.
But well,
No.
to be honest,
Sophie, please.
it kind of wasn't
Tart
you.
goes over and grabs Sophie's hand. Sophie, please. You know this isn't true. Tell me it's not true.
Well, it kind of was you and it kind of wasn't you. I think the entity or whatever from the shield kind of took you over. Because you were crazy.
No, that thing never took you over. It's just a strong suggestion. He's not dead yet. He can possess him. It was his weak will that led him to let the shield influence him.
You bastard. I turn and I just swing at Jen. Just with my fist.
Ooh. PvP.
I will not.
Please make an attack against Jin.
Don't actually have a... I guess it's just plus. You roll a strength check and then add...
Why
two
not?
to that.
The only thing weapon you have is your fist.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is I only want to swing my fist. There you go. That's my fist. 26.
Well, that will hit Jin.
Yep.
Ooh.
And my
So that
strength
is-
is 4.
So 5 damage to Jin. And having struck Jin while he was within 5 feet of Ravengard, because Ravengard would have been trying to intervene, please make me a Constitution save, Tark, as he's going to smash you in the chest with his shield and try and bowl you to the floor. Okay. He'll deal no damage because he tried to knock you down, but he'll put himself between the two of you. Boys, it's all right to be angry. Don't attack your own.
He's just a coward. He can't face what he did. Own up to your own mistake, dwarf.
Oh, I just realised I'm rolling on GM Laz, so you can't see this. Jin, please make me a con save. He's just shield bashed you in the chest. For reference, he crit Tark and he rolled a 25 on Jin. You're also not stunned. You've both had a shield pommel in your gut.
Alright, everyone calm down. Nothing will be accomplished with violence against your own party.
I'm not gonna come to violence but hit this pitiful dwarf. Own up to your own mistake, dwarf.
Who you calling pitiful?
What you're doing is pitiful right now. You're saying that.
My nation, my people are all that matter. I would not do this because of weak will, as you put it.
Well, you do
I did
realize
nothing.
that the more you're fighting, the weaker your nation becomes.
I did nothing wrong here. You and your story can, well, pardon the situation, go to hell.
Everyone is lying. You're the only ones telling the truth then.
It wasn't me.
You were the one who decided to hold the shield.
Let us
I held a
leave this. Let us leave this
Right.
discussion for later. I suggest we have more pressing things to attend to.
Yeah,
Did
basically.
we secure this
Yeah,
cathedral?
basically.
Are you...
Jim believes in tough love.
So-
That's what he's doing.
So who the hell are you? Tark looks at Lord Ravengard.
He'll look at you and smile thinly. Baldur
Was the
Ravengard.
asshole we've been looking for?
Oh, you're looking for me, were you? Yes, I am that asshole. Ravengard is a tall, dark-skinned man, probably wearing his plate still, but if he's not, he is basically a muscle mountain.
Okay. Do I know him before any of this happened?
You would absolutely have known of him. He was Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, head of the Flaming Fist, de facto Lord of Baldur's Gate. One of the
But
most...
beyond reputation.
Yes. That said, he's always had a reputation for a degree of fairness, which put him kind of at the top of the Flaming Fist, who have always had a reputation for being basically thugs in uniform. He is the best leader you think Baldur's Gate could have, because Baldur's Gate needs a leader who can keep Baldur's Gate in line.
Wait, he was or he is the Lord of Baldur's Gate?
Well, he's been in hell for the last several weeks, so right now there are other people in charge of the gate.
Okay, so he's the Lord of Baldur's Gate and the leader of the Flaming Fist?
Yep.
Typing it. There you go.
So everybody here is friends now, right? You guys aren't going to gang up on me again?
Nobody getting up on you.
Didn't come to this cesspool just to fight each other. You can still go fuck yourself for your comments. Watch that mouth of yours.
Still being coward. I walk away.
Dwarves and Genasi. Name a more volatile combination.
Mm.
Right.
Dwarves and elves.
Are they volatile
Right.
or are they just...
That's neither here. That's neither here nor there.
So will you go after the sword? He'll look at Sora's and Sylphine at this.
I mean, if it's the only way to get out of here, of course we're Have to go look for it.
Unless we kill each other, that is. I'll be more than happy to.
Let's strive not to kill each other. That can wait until
What
we
is
get
this
out
sword
of
you
hell.
speak of?
The sword we saw in our vision. He'll gesture to Sylphine. Is a bright, shining sword of radiant power. The little one, he'll gesture to Lulu, refers to it as the Sword of Zariel.
Yep, that's our
As in it
request.
was held by Zariel?
He'll look at Lulu, who'll nod slowly. Yes, and granted by Zariel to her loyal followers.
I thought Zariel was ruler of this plane.
I think this happened
Why would she give it up?
before she became the ruler of this plane.
Jump out this time and say she has not always been the ruler.
Yeah, I don't think she
I'm
was
well aware of
in
that.
that
I've heard the
section.
stories. I
So, what's
just
up?
want to know why she would give up her sword
Protect.
if we are supposed to have it.
I don't think she had the sword with her.
No, the sword was plunged into the ground, which sprung the Alabaster Palace shield against evil. I think, if that's what I'm remembering correctly.
Yep.
So the sword should.
Alabaster Palace? What is that here? Does that help us?
That became El Torel, I think.
So what you're saying is since El Terrell is here, the sword is here also.
Probably yes.
Well, can't be that bloody far then. Let's just go get it.
That's what we've been trying to decide, yes.
I will talk to
What
Raven.
is stopping you?
I will ignore that and talk to Raven God and ask him. So, Lord Raven God, do you have any idea where we can find this sword? Seems like you have a. Oh, by the way,
I mean,
this helmet. I point to the helmet. Give it to the priest, and what it does. Why do you risk your life and your man to get that?
In better times, it is, not quite so dangerous. It is, it's called the Helm of Torm's Sight. It grants its wearer Torm's vision into events and his guidance. It also unfortunately connected me to another creature, and, I'd rather not describe what happened. Let's just call it a tug of war. I was the rope.
I see. Well,
I take it my men are all dead.
yeah, well, you're the only one alive when we get there.
sorry.
Defending this cathedral is going to be difficult.
How many men were with you?
When I in the city, or when I went to find the helm.
Well, find the helm, I mean.
12.
I see. Well, we have some information that there is still some city guard in the city. We might be able to go recruit them as well.
Anyone you can find will be useful. I have a number of scouts and other soldiers I sent out to survey the city. They will, if they return, great. If they don't, then they're probably not alive anymore.
And where would you start with this sword?
He'll kind of gesture towards Lulu.
I already mentioned, like, retracing her steps.
Well, then let's do it. We are wasting time.
Are you rested and fresh?
Somewhat, yes.
I believe we all are. Yeah.
The only spell I used is a second level Pass Without a Trace to get us here safely. So we're still fresh. We had a long rest.
Oh, yes, you did. Well, do any of you... He'll kind of thumb at it, the sword in his hilt, and on his waist. I would go with you, but I cannot leave these people.
Of course not. Completely understandable.
You seem capable. Hopefully you are enough.
Of course I'm enough. I mean, look at these, Mufflex. I am stronger than an ox.
You will win the self-popularity contest every year, I'm sure. Well, if there are any provisions or assistance that can be given by myself or anyone capable here, I suggest you ready yourselves. It will not be an easy journey.
Do we have some healing potions?
Inventory? I do have 2 on me.
I have one on me. But then again, I also have
Okay, we
established
have.
healing. So.
Yeah, we have some in group loot.
And I'm your healer. Don't forget that.
No, I know. No, just because he mentioned provisions, I was thinking maybe some healing potions, but yeah, we have.
Second. Okay, I'm back. Mom came to
Welcome
ask
back.
the question and brought the kitty to a second. So we're going after Luke. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, before that, I will walk to whoever's leading, looks like a soldier here, whatever, and ask them if they have a special shield.
Spare shield.
Yeah.
You will definitely be able to get a shield if that's what you'd like.
Yep. And then I would give it to Top. I say, use this for the time being, and then walk away.
Don't need your charity. Tark takes it.
All right. Guess we're ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Okay. As you start to head out, which route will you be taking? The secret tunnel or the main exit?
So many in and out. Does the secret tunnel looks like easy to spot or really hard to spot?
No, when you emerged, it was kind of like this little kind of stone slab in the how do I describe it? You know, like that classic sewer entrance in a side alley that you lift a stone slab up, you climb out, then you set the stone slab back. If you know where it is, it's easy to find. If you don't know where it is, it's impossible to find.
All right, then I guess secret entrance.
Secret
Okay.
entrance it is.
As you kind of go ahead.
What? No. Let's do it.
Okay. As you start to kind of descend into the side of the fountain once again, Ravengard kind of spends a couple of seconds whispering quickly to Rhea, who will nod a couple of times, and then a third time slowly. Turn to you guys. I'm sorry to do this, but as Lord Ravengard says, my duty is to these people. I cannot go with you.
All right.
It's the understandable.
This... She'll hold out the maul. This was useful, but it was your plunder.
Holding it and look at top. You want to use it?
All of
It's a mall.
disruptions, right?
It is a maul of disruption, yes.
This came out of the damn statue that we broke.
Yes, it did.
I want to use it so badly.
But you can't because you have the spear on you that doesn't want to be unattuned or something?
No, the spear doesn't have any kind of power over me, or at least it hasn't attempted as such.
I think it's
But it's just the moral conundrum of how it was obtained.
what more conundrum. I mean, I don't get it. You do know Sariel is a demon, right? A devil, I mean.
And the mole disruption is very effective against creatures like that.
Yes, but okay, so in Tark's mind, he sees what Zariel did as being very honorable, and he is really kind of angry to have discovered that his own people turned their back on her. And yes, he might not like what she has become now, but he still feels pity. And the fact that this came out of the statue, which was destroyed, was just disrespectful, and he wouldn't necessarily want to
Yeah, I mean,
use it just out of that, for that sheer reason.
but it's, I mean, but you're
Like, he's stubborn.
making deal with a devil.
What? Can you say that again? I didn't
You're
catch that.
okay with making deal with a devil, though.
Tark never said that he made sense. He's just you'll start to get that Tark doesn't sway good or evil. He sways Tark, and when he makes a decision on something, you can't change his mind about it. So, like, sometimes things that come up are going to feel a little kind of just haphazard. How does Tark react to this? But he doesn't change his mind. And that's the part that's killing me, is that in the moment, Tark wanted nothing to do with the mall. And there's nothing that has changed, in my opinion, that would influence him in that decision.
And then I would just hand it to Ravengard, see if he wanted.
Or just let Rhea keep it. She's been using it so well after all.
I would say like give it to Ravengard would make more sense.
He'll kind of grin and then just tap the longsword at his waist, which is, if you look at it, a little bit too pristine.
Oh,
It is. He does carry a magical longsword, in case you ended up killing him, like some groups do.
okay.
Oh my god, Dick.
Yeah, I've had one group that was like, we can't get the helm off him, what do we do? Well, we need the helm, right? Yep, okay. Slice, behead.
Rip. Poor Ravengard.
No, Ravengard is... He is a master of the bastard sword, basically the longsword.
Alright, then I guess we just put in our inventory.
So, yep, you'll be able to take them all if you wish.
Right then.
It's not so important to Rare anymore. Like, as an NPC, her level 6 was her attacks are magical anyway.
Okay.
No Paladin aura for her until level 7. But she's not with you anymore. But she'll wave you off and wish you the best of luck. However, you have Lulu now.
Alright.
We can give it to her. I mean, she did use a sword.
Lulu didn't. So.
Oh, never mind.
Lulu didn't use a sword.
put the sword in, put the mace into her trumpet. Let her swing away with it. That will be the cutest.
Oh, right. Okay. I just need to remind myself. Nope. Okay. Lulu will kind of follow you through, and upon reaching the other side of the tunnel, you'll emerge into the city streets of El Terrell, unmolested once again. Lulu will suggest that, well, if we can approach the walls, I can maybe see if I can see the place where I met the bird people.
Cool.
Approach the edge.
Yeah.
Like which edge?
I don't know. I've not really seen the walls. I've not really seen it.
All right then.
Somewhere where we can get to the edge, I guess.
You can go here.
Where?
Here. Should probably be able to see the edge of the wall. I mean, the city wall. Okay.
I think she means the city walls.
Yeah, city wall. Then
She'll kind of look around, and this is the first time, really, that Lulu will have seen, because you're on an eminence right now. You're on a rise. Though Lulu did accompany you to the High Hall, she never did so, and she never flew up higher. She'll kind of realize like where you are, and the vantage of where you are. She'll kind of chuckle a little bit, and then wheel upwards, probably blasting past Red as he's there invisible. up to about 100 feet, because she's a flying elephant. Putting one of her kind of wings up to her eyes to like look around. She'll trumpet a little bit and then drop down. I think I see it. That way, she'll kind of point westward. Maybe 10 miles from the city.
All right.
Have you seen any enemies?
Oh, there's a big burning man on a black flaming horse.
Seen that one, yes.
At this point, he is here. And the streets are full of people running around screaming, being chased by devils and demons.
Several groups or just a group of people running away?
Oh,
Nothing unusual then.
maybe 50 groups?
Are there any that are very close by?
Not really. She'll kind of think and then point to about here.
I mean, that would be on our way out of the city. Maybe try to save that, help those ones.
I mean, but do you?
Any people we can save might be a benefit. Let's go quickly.
Okay,
We don't have time to waste.
true.
Lulu, so did you find anything? Remember anything about the saw?
I remember what it looks like. I remember what the fortress around it looks like. I know I lost myself after that, so I can't really remember anything else.
So you want to go to the city wall to take a better look?
Oh no, she said that, then realized that she can fly. Flew up, and then got a look, and has told you that you need to head westward, because that's where she'll call it Fort Knucklebone.
Okay.
Which is where she met the two Kenku.
All right, let's go then.
Or Knucklebone.
And then there's Sylphine was asking about nearby groups, and she said that there's a group of what look to be Elturel citizens being chased by a large creature around here. So Sylphine Buck has suggested like trying to help them along the way.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. Any objection?
No.
Okay. How are you traveling? Are you traveling swiftly, stealthily?
The hour has gone by, right? By now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just travel along like swiftly, I would say.
Swiftly. Okay.
Okay. You're able to clear the streets. The plaza where you found the mobs before, passing through it, Tark, you'll get a bit of a flashback, unfortunately. But as it stands, nothing moves in that plaza anymore. Though there is a smell of burning meat as you run through it. It takes you maybe 20 minutes to get to the point where Lulu saw the city folk running from a large creature. At which point, as you turn a corner, you're greeted by an interesting sight. The bird-like demon you encountered before that wanted to talk philosophy with you is sat perched on a kind of the burnt, scorched timber of a collapsed house. Sat opposite is what looks to be a human man wearing kind of a heavy coat and kind of wide-brimmed hat. They seem to be conversing in Abyssal. You're pretty sure that you can't make out the words. There's a kind of tension between them, like the bird is looking for a chance to eat the human's keeping on his toes to, like, get away. As you close with this, you then get to look around another corner still. You catch a glimpse of a train of capsized and shattered wagons. A kind of smear of red, and about a dozen humanoid figures that have been bowled to the ground like they'd been hit in 10-pin bowling. In the midst of these, in the middle of consuming some of them, is a large, many-armed, demonic creature.
Okay, I hate this one. God damn it.
Late. What do we do?
Kill that thing.
Guys say you want to save people, so let's go kill the Deuce Demon.
Are there even any people left to save? And see if there are any survivors from where we are?
There are people everywhere, Sylphine. That thing will keep coming and eating all of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's go.
The people below its feet look to mostly be dead. However, there are a couple of them with less blood around them than you might expect. That said, it doesn't seem to have taken notice of you.
I can't pan my screen. Come on.
Honestly, on this map, I just suggest you zoom out.
And they're too far away for me to do anything right now, so up to you guys.
So we got one, two things. So the one that is closest to us, is that one in the air or is it on the ground?
It's currently perched on a scorched timber, maybe 10 foot above the ground. It doesn't seem to have taken any notice of you. Yeah, best token
I
art.
think we
Yeah.
can leave that one alone, because he didn't attack us the last time we met it.
It's just same type, doesn't mean the same one.
True, but let's attack this guy first and see what that one does.
Anyway,
Makes sense.
I will cast Protect from Evil and Good on myself.
Lulu will... Lulu will fight. A little bit. Maybe.
Isn't Raven Guard with us?
No.
No, okay.
Yeah, Raven Guard and Rhea stay behind to protect the people.
Oh.
Alright. Well, Soraz, you have initiative. As you
I
wish.
don't think I've actually rolled initiative yet.
Never mind, one moment.
I'm clicking through everything that I want to get done. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm slow anyway.
Soraz, you have initiative.
How high are the walls here?
So, collapsed building, walls are maybe 6 to 8 foot. Collapsed building, same gig. Intact building, the walls are about 12 foot. Same gig, same gig, same gig.
So we're talking 12 foot here.
Oh,
Right.
those aren't walls. Those are kind of like low.
I mean, like stepping stones.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like what do you put it? Containing.
Yeah.
Like
Brick
little
lines.
mini bricks for flowers or...
Yeah. I understand. That like cannot be used as block or anything. Okay. As cover. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's gonna be just. Yeah, let's actually, I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but let's try to like go over, move a little bit here, and I'll take the shot, and then later I'll try to hide behind the carriages here or the cart, whatever this is. But later, first I will take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
He's too far from my hex, so I'm just gonna Eldritch blast him.
Sure. 23 will hit him straight in the chest, causing him to rear up and roar. A 16 will bounce off the thick, well, it'll scrape across the thick hide of his shoulders.
Cool.
And not
Alright. So let's see what gives. Terrible. So I don't know what's his fire resistance, but it's gonna be 6 and then whatever fire.
Okay, he will take half of your fire, as he is not immune.
So 7. And I will move here. Just in case. That's
Okay.
it.
Cool. Lulu will kind of fly up to about 10 foot above you. She doesn't have any range, so that's her turn. Jin.
I will walk out. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 to here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. And then I will too far away from me to get that. Yeah. I'll just yell at him to come, basically, like, provoke him to attack me.
Okay.
Then I will hold an action on attack if he really come to my relate range.
Okay. Tark, your turn.
Tark just grins at Jin as Jin is walking up and taunting, and he's just gonna sprint right past him, straight up to this thing, leaping up into the air and striking with his spear.
How did you walk this far? God damn it.
Haste. Both of those will connect.
Ooh.
17 magical piercing, and 3 thunder, which it will resist. It will scream, and then turn to
Resistant
you.
thunder. That bastard.
Oh, definitely wish there's a lot of stuff.
Anything
Yeah,
else on your
I guess
turn?
so. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I know. I almost got killed by one
I'm
of these.
thinking. I'm sorry. Do I want to? Just thinking. Sorry. No, I'm good.
Okay, its turn then. It will howl at you. But it will its mouth will kind of split. You're pretty sure it's grinning. It is going to make 2 attacks against you with pincers.
Yep.
It's going to lash out first time.
That's let me see here. So that's 18, 20, 22. Nope, that's a miss.
Okay, second time.
Ooh, that would hit. I think I'm going to go ahead and
You have 20 with a shield, right? So 22 with haste.
23 was shifting.
So,
Okay.
So I'll use double for that. You and your rolls, Coco. You and your rolls.
It's got a plus 10 to hit.
Really? Oh shit!
That was a 12 and a 16.
I didn't see that part. I can't mouse over on a tablet. Ouch. Okay. Good to know.
Oh, that should be 1 a day.
yeah, he had a couple of spells, but limited use.
So it will counterspell you.
Oh no. Okay.
Now you're
Okay.
17 bludgeoning, and it will grapple you.
Okay.
Please give me a con save.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, but let's see me not won this.
You're fine. Okay, I can link this now as I've kind of shown what it is. It is chosen to make 2 pincer attacks and cast a spell. It is used a reaction to cast a spell, so that doesn't stop it casting one as an action.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
But it is not going to target you with a spell.
When Coco just put 2 enemy in front of you, you know those 2 are really nasty.
It is going to move around to here and then drag you.
Okay.
Because it's going to keep grinning at you, and as it comes to here, it's going to turn and utter a word of blinding agony towards Jin.
Ugh. Well,
Oof.
yep. I know it's gonna do that. I'm stunned now.
Do you speak Abyssal Talk?
No, I don't think so.
Though those of you who do will hear it turn to Tark and say, "You're all alone now." Sylphine, your turn.
Yeah. That sounded weird. I'm still hidden like over here behind, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Move 10 feet over here, so let me see if I'm in range. Not yet. Okay. 10 feet more. And I'm going to conjure animals.
You're no longer all alone.
Yeah. 8 velociraptors right around him. Let me do that. Do this. Velociraptor. Come on. Put more worry. Here.
I should have saved my counter spell.
I mean. All right. See. 60 feet. I'm summoning a spirit totem bear.
I should have really saved my counter spell.
Right over here. So I can give them, let me see, how much? 5 plus 6 is 11 to everyone. Even dark. Temporary hit points, so it's 11.
And initiative for the dinos.
I think you should just make them have like 30 hit points from the get-go, because I'm always gonna use that, probably with Spirit Totem. I don't know.
Can do if you want. I'll change the token to have that.
Okay. Or maybe, can you do like double tokens, like one normal, one with the health?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Roll initiative for them. It's always gonna take a little bit to set them up. Yes.
Okay, Velociraptor totem is set. Okay. Is that your turn?
I still have 10 feet of movement, so I'm gonna move back over here. That's me.
Okay. Sora's top of the round.
Alright, since this guy got closer, he will be in my hex range, so I will hex him. Strength.
Gotcha.
And the usual. Bang bang. So the first one will
22.
hit.
Yep.
For... I don't even know how to react to this anymore, so I'm just gonna remain silent.
Well, it's 8 damage.
Plus 1d6. 4.
That's 12.
You'll rock a little bit. Unhappy, but can't really do much else.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Lulu will fly over to here, kind of bathe you in a aura of protection, Jin. Not that it really does anything, but kind of tries to encourage you to pass your save against the stun.
Alright. So that mean I have advantage on the save?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
She does. She get so. Lulu has a thing that gives you and people around her immunity to 5th level spells and below,
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't do a thing against an 8th level spell.
Okay.
An 8th level spell, okay. Okay.
Yep.
It just wants
That awkward laugh.
All right, I will roll.
Constitution save.
Oh yes, yes.
Ending the stun.
Ooh, pew.
It is the cost of a turn.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything. It's end of my turn. The save.
Okay, Raptor's turns.
4 groups of 2. So 4
Cool.
attacks. I mean 8.
So that's first group is a crit. 8.
And I think that's 16 because there's 2.
Yep. Bounces off. Hit. 6. Just hit. 6.
Oh, you summon this magical weapon. Man. Oh.
Bounce. Just hit.
Oh, one more, right? 4.
Yep, and then one more group. Hits. All 14. Hits. That's a lot of damage. It will scream. Anything else for them? Any movement?
No. We're gonna keep surrounding him.
Okay. Tark, your turn.
So it has me pincered up in the air.
It has you grappled.
Effectively, I'm grappled.
You'd like to be ungrappled.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, I would, but I also don't want to. Yeah, I'd like to be ungrappled, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and
Wait.
slip out of its grasp.
Does Stark get advantage because of pack tactics if against Velociraptors, or just the Velociraptors?
Just them get advantage.
Okay.
But
I
he's
get
flanked.
the
You do flank.
flanking bonus. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to. Let me see here. I'm just trying to look at the map. Okay, I'm going to stab, stab, stab. Lots of stabbies.
Sure.
Unharden me, you filthy beast!
14?
Stab,
Great.
stab, stab.
Second one hits.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Much sadness.
That's not bad damage.
It will howl
Okay.
once again and be wounded.
Stab, stab, stab. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip out of this grapple. Jump to the ground. Where is it?
Okay, where will you be going?
I will go towards the party. I'll go there, and then I'm going to run with haste back to here. I'll go like that. I'll protect Sylphie.
Thank you.
Okay. Its turn. turn, I believe.
Yep.
What will it do? Little growl. It will attempt to.
Oh my god, he's already almost dead. Let's see his
Yeah.
health bar.
Yeah, your raptors did like 70 damage to it.
Yep.
Nice.
It doesn't want to deal with them, so it is going to turn and with one of its larger claws, kind of pull open a rip in reality, and attempt to step through.
Do we get opportunity attacks?
No, because it's a teleportation. I'm phrasing it like this in case you wish to try and counterspell.
I don't
If anybody has it.
Spell. Let me check. I don't think I
Nope.
can get it.
You don't.
Okay. Then it will cast Dimension Door and run from you because Jesus Christ, that damage.
And stay there.
So I was concerned about that encounter.
Okay.
I'll teach you.
Yeah. That thing. You know, if you got to 0 hit point on him, he will tear you apart. You'll die instantly.
Hi, babies, you did well. You made the big bad scary demon run away. And I pet each and every one of them and cuddle with them. Like right, I just sit down on the ground and just cuddle with my pack.
Demon's like, so there are velociraptors around here. My hide does not protect me against them. There is a really angry dwarf who is. Why the frick is he so fast? And it's like, there is that warlock over there. There is 0 chance of me catching him and doing anything. And I don't want to know what the other one does.
That guy also got confused, right? His daily spell.
Oh yeah, here's a great combat spell list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
nasty spell.
There's a couple. This is a very okay. So variant list. Detect magic is always up.
Yeah.
Darkness he can cast, which is great to stop pack tactics. But he was already too low health. Fly, cool. Confusion, power word stun, dispel magic, which would have been better if he dispelled Tark's haste.
Yep.
Power word stun once a day.
Yep. I almost got killed by those guys.
Also, this guy over here got stuck. For some reason. Thank you.
When you move multiple tokens at once, you can ignore dynamic lighting borders for a bit.
We're just a
So this
giant
thing-
bowl of cuddles right now.
Okay, no worries.
All of couples.
Okay. So I was right. That combination is nightmarish. But that hard answers single target fights.
Yep.
Alright. As this is going on, the Vrock will kind of turn, kind of chuckle a little bit, and then go back to its conversation. The man will kind of give you a
Scared look.
an inattentive clap while still keeping his eyes fixed on the rock.
Okay, do we recognize that man?
I will say no.
I will try to interrupt them.
Do you speak Abyssal?
Yeah.
You'll walk into a conversation about the true meaning of hell. Like, is this hell or is this purgatory? This place we are stuck in.
Okay.
And the rock considers it to be a weakling's version of hell, half-baked and incomplete. As you walk up, both will turn to you. The man with like one eye on you, one eye on the rock. You'll be careful, friend. This thing is looking for gizzards to munch upon.
Yeah, I figured that out. So, little big bird, you want to know what hell is?
Aye. What is your opinion on hell?
Let me tell you then. It's just a word. A name that you give it to something. Give it to a situation that you don't want to be in. Normally describe the worst situation that possible. So anywhere can be hell. But if you're talking about a place, this is the line hell. So in a sense, this is hell. But you also can say it is not the hell you're looking for.
He'll cock his head and nod once. A technical argument,
When you
not
talk,
invalid. Not invalid.
well, when you talk about wording, it's all or it's something. It's something actually something, but it's all technical.
Well, now the big one is gone. I am in danger, and I will withdraw. I'm gonna.
Go kill
And
some
for-
devil.
I mean, if you're not hostile towards us, you are in no danger from us.
He'll cock his head. My belly is sated for now, but when it is empty, who knows?
Yeah,
He'll
like
furl its wings.
go is some devil.
Or demon. There are 3 minotaurs down in the crypts. In the cemetery equivalent.
They taste like ash.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind then. Sorry.
There are humans aplenty in the city. He'll screech, beat its wings, and bank upwards and away.
Walk to the guy and say, "So, a name, Jin, and yours.
Aaron,
Not good to meet you. What are you doing here?
wandering.
Okay, stop talking in riddle.
That wasn't a riddle. That was quite.
The truth.
Yes. See, he'll kind of gesture around. It's kind of hard to get anywhere else. You know, we're trapped in the 9 hells, as you so accurately put it.
Very well. So, what are you doing? Are you like a citizen in here?
No, I'm a wandering priest. How do I put this? My patron suggested that El Terrell was going to be a place of disruption and need. As with pretty much everything else, he has a habit of understating things.
Patron is
I call him the Traveler, the Wanderer, the Watcher. He has other names, but they don't matter.
I assume you're not talking about Hamlet.
No. No.
Right? I mean, people know he was called the Watcher as well.
Are you... He'll kind of sigh a little bit. Are you familiar with Sean de Carl?
It's my character.
Please make me a religion check.
I mean, I personally yes, but I don't know my character do.
Sure. Sean de Carl is a lesser deity.
Yeah.
Kind of an ancient deity. Of travel, exploration, and portals, called the Rider of the Winds.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that who's got that name. Wide of the Wind. Cool.
Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. Baka.
And how is the Shandakar, whatever the deity is spelled as well?
Welcome back.
Welcome back,
Let me
guys.
get you the spelling because
Thank you.
it's hell. There we go.
Thank you. And Aaron is correct? Or just
That's the
Aaron with an E?
pronunciation. He's got like a fantasy spelling.
Okay, thank you. And his superior told him to come to El Torel because there's going to be some interesting things happening.
Yes, well, his god told him.
I mean,
Is he? I mean, is he? I mean, out of character. Is he like official, like one of the campaign character?
No, he's a recurring NPC.
Oh, from your games. Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
so is
Sherlock.
he's out of character? He's supposed to replace Rhea to help us or something?
If you guys want an NPC, there will be options for people to take along with you. If you want to have 5 or 6 party members, if you want to continue without one, he's a wanderer. He's more of a character I introduce as a Deus Ex Machina if you guys need a bit of help.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I mean, I remember that God, she's Sherlock is like not active God right now or something like that.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not been active since 3rd edition.
I mean, Deep Seychelles also isn't active in the 5th edition, right?
Who's that?
Deep Seychelles, the sea elf god deity that I'm using for my character. I just googled
Oh, yeah.
deity for sea elves or something, and came up, and I read about him, and I thought, wow, that sounds nice.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah. They you know remove a lot of God after the second Sundering.
But he is a lesser deity, so kind of like pretty easy to replace.
Yeah, I mean, our character, I don't mind. The NPC. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I don't mind.
yeah, I don't mind either. The more the merrier. And we get a higher chance of survival, hopefully.
It is more interesting this way with NPC. A small amount of NPC, it's more interesting. That's what I think.
Sure.
That being said, if you decide that he is unnecessary or not a dynamic, he's a wanderer. He's more than happy to vanish.
All right. I guess I would talk to him and see if he's capable of combat. If he is, I will suggest him to, maybe travel with us. Because I mean, in the story, also don't feel comfortable to point someone who can do combat to the Great Hall, basically. I mean, yeah, he might be. I don't know who he is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He'll kind of unfurl his cloak and flip a kind of short but serviceable quarterstaff from within the furls. As he does, kind of strings of light will kind of wrap from his fingers around the staff as he will cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
I can bonk.
Okay. That's good.
Bonking is good. I tap my own quarterstaff.
So I believe you guys the rest of you want to save the people, something like that.
Yeah, I want to go check if there's still any alive. I completely forgot. I apologize.
They're all dead, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
I briefly considered luring the beast away and running screaming before trying to lose it, but I'm quite sure that they are all.
There were still some that were breathing back when we arrived. I'm gonna jingle off over here. Wait, let me check something. 60
Yep.
feet. My spell. Summon. What the range is for the bear? 30 feet radius. So if it was over here, it would have hit.
It would, but temp health does not remove people from the dying condition.
Oh,
If
I
they're
know
on
that,
zero, they still.
just maybe if some were still breathing. No.
Please make me a medicine check.
Okay. Gonna guide. No, I'm not gonna guide myself because that would mean my Velociraptors would disappear. So just normal medicine check.
Okay. You will find that among the bodies, there is one that is still breathing.
Oh, thank God.
Probably much to everyone's surprise.
I'm gonna carefully extricate her from the bodies and try to help stabilize him if he's unconscious.
Okay. You will random table. You will find a young man, maybe 18, 19 years old, has a heavy gash across his chest and a pincer incision into his kidney, and will require some kind of serious healing if you wish to save him.
I'm gonna use 2 charges of my Staff of Healing for Cure Wounds, 2nd level.
Okay. You really restore that 4 hit points he has. Commoner.
Oops. I mean, overheal is better than overkill, right?
Well, as you place your hand on him, channel through the staff, the incision into his kidney kind of spirals out in rapid regrowth, and the slash across his chest closes. He blinks, awake, looks at you, blinks. Is this heaven?
Well, not really, but
He'll look to his left.
sorry,
No.
sorry. I should have brought you further away. But it was kind of an emergency because you were like really, really hurt.
He'll turn back to you and nod. Thank you.
I'm just glad I could come at least partially on time. Save at least one person. I'm sorry, I couldn't come quicker.
I think you he'll kind of take a moment to shake his head and kind of come to clarity. I think it's been slowly killing us one by one and eating us.
Yeah, that does tend to happen down here.
Kind of push himself to his feet. I'm assuming we're still in Elturel.
Yes. The thing is that Elturel is not where it was before. It was kind of taken down to hell.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, is there anywhere you know of that I can, go?
There's a cathedral up on the hill.
Oh, is it safe?
Yes, there are several refugees down there.
Oh, fantastic. Our convoy saw it. We got close, and it was swarming with beasts.
We took care of the beasts.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Kind of not. He's kind of in that daze. Doesn't really know what's going on, but quite happy to be alive.
I figured.
Can I do anything for you?
I think the best would be if you took yourself to that cathedral and meet with the refugees and stay there safe.
I will. He'll kind of look around. Try and do that. Thank you. He'll kind of start jogging off.
Can I send one of the velociraptors with him? Like to help him?
Sure. So, kind of draws up alongside him and looks down. Ah!
Don't worry, he's one of mine. My babies. He'll make sure you're safe. Try to protect you.
You get the feeling he's going to spend the rest of the jog kind of occasionally glancing down at the raptor. Not entirely comfortable with this little death lizard.
I mean, if it keeps him alive.
Oh, he's not going to run away from it. He's just going to.
No, I know that. Just, if it keeps him alive, it's like don't look a gift a horse something. What's the saying?
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Yeah, more like that, I think.
As this is happening, door above you.
Velociraptor.
One of the wooden doors will creak open from a house above you, and a fairly, I won't say well-dressed, but a human man, and then a second in kind of workers' overalls will peek out from behind the door, kind of look out to you.
You want to join him?
Yes, we really would.
All right. Go on.
They'll both start jogging off.
Any
of you who have
one with them.
Talk, you're from Elturel. You'll quickly recognize like that they're both like local engineers.
Sorry, I don't think Park is here though.
Cool. I should ask, where are you going? You seem to have a destination.
Yes, to the west side. We are trying to find a way to bring this city back to where it belongs.
Well, I do know of a song. What was it? Something about meeting on the east side? But that's not appropriate here. I will say if you're trying to run, have you taken the time to look over the edge at any time?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He's asking if you've taken the time to look over the edge at any time.
No, not really.
Well, you may want to consider how you're going to get past the war.
The wall?
The war. There is a war going on below us.
Oh, okay. War, not wall.
So, yeah, that is something we have to think about. But right now, let's get to wherever we want to go first, I guess.
Very well. So, are you moving once again?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
If everyone's done with this encounter.
Going to move like south towards this wall over here, I guess. Maybe take the back streets
Is the place we're going inside Outer World or outside?
outside.
Outside, very far outside.
Oh,
Don't worry, I can change into a warhorse.
no, we have to find a way to fly. We are in the air. How
Or,
do we descend?
I mean, the warhorses are like really fast. I think we can do the warhorses.
Oh, you will see what he means soon, I think.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. This is like it's not like just a picture.
No.
Okay.
Elturel is literally suspended in the air above Avernus.
Ah.
As you're moving through the black streets, you don't really have far to go at this point. But as you begin to approach the wall, which has been pitted and shattered, in one of the nearby buildings, you'll kind of hear a psst.
Yes. Yes. I look around. Hello?
Just enough to like
Okay,
maybe
what did I
shout.
miss?
What did
Because everything went like after psst, everything went you all went mute.
uh, what was the last thing you heard?
Psst. From one of
Hello.
the houses we heard a psst.
Yeah.
That was the
So
only
we were just. My idea was to just approach and like not go into deep all the way. Just say, yeah, what do you want?
That's what Sylphin was saying as well.
You get a bit closer, and you'll see a man in not Elturel livery, but in simple leathers with a kind of emblem on his side, marking him as a man of the flaming fist.
Well, hello there.
Hi, you kind of see behind him a second man moving in the building from which he kind of called to you. He's currently hidden in it, kind of obscured in a doorway, kind of trying to gesture you guys into a slightly scorched but mostly intact house.
Right?
Let's see what they have to hear. It's the Flaming Fist.
You guys shouldn't be here. civilians really should not be here.
I raise my eyebrow, point at my raptors. Do we look like civilians?
I don't know. Are those dogs?
They're velociraptors. They're not dogs, they're dinosaurs.
He'll kind of look at you with kind of glazed over eyes, completely not knowing what you're talking about.
Let's just say that they're not dogs.
Okay. You kind of take in all of you, armor, weapons, flying elephant, velociraptors. Not a normal person among you. Kind of shrug. It's kind of hard to tell when you're trying not to be spotted. Apologies. You heard from Ravengard?
If we've heard from him, you said.
Yeah, have you?
Yes,
Yeah.
we found him. He's in the city hall.
Found it? Right. Great. No orders. Brilliant.
Well, if you
We're
could,
probably-
if you want, you could go back to the city hall and help defend it.
He'll kind of look at you. What's the situation there?
We've cleared the upper halls. The refugees are still inside, though. There's not a lot of people defending the refugees, though.
He'll kind of cock his head. Refugees? We thought the High Hall was overrun.
Well, the upper hall was, not the lower hall.
I think we should probably check this out. Where are you lot headed?
Towards the wall and over it, I guess.
You won't have problems there. The bastards have been blowing holes in it left and right.
Well, that's at least one thing not to worry about, how to get through over the wall.
You aren't planning on going down, are you?
I mean, I look over to Lulu.
She will nod vigorously.
I guess so.
Okay, right. Kind of turn to the other. It's like, suppose we should probably tell you. If you're planning, I don't know how you plan to get down, but we were thinking about trying to climb down one of the chains. Then we got close and saw that the bloody things are guarded by like armies, all of them.
Like, how many like people in the army are you talking about?
20,
Things. 20.
20, 30. Always led by these like they look like red-skinned men, just with horns and cloven feet. We quickly decided, it wasn't worth trying. We would just get run down.
Hmm. How will we get past them?
Right. Well, thanks for the information. Hopefully what we've told you can be useful. But if Ravengard's at the High Hall, then we should be there too.
Right? Stay safe.
You too, best you can.
Mm-hmm.
They'll both kind of pick themselves up and start jogging off quietly, kind of darting between buildings and staying in shadows.
Oh,
But still moving relatively quickly. Sorry, go ahead.
did we catch their name?
You didn't ask, but would you have wished to ask?
Yeah, I would try to ask them their name before letting them go, I guess.
Random generator. Dominic and Kelvin.
Okay.
What the?
Sorry, random generator.
That was so good.
All right.
Random generator can be so fun. So how would we get across those 20, 30 things?
Well, I can fly. I don't know about the rest of you, though. Do we have any stealth capabilities? Pass without a trace or something like that?
I do, yes.
I mean, but are we like on top or like in the air, right? The city is floating in the air. How can we get down?
No,
Most
I understand. So the chains. The chains.
Kelvin did say they wanted to climb down the chains.
does that look possible?
I mean, we can check it out at least.
Would you like to approach the edge and have a look?
Maybe I can change into a snake. And you guys grab onto me and we try to slither down. Would that actually work?
But what
Can you
size?
turn into? Can you turn into something flying?
Not yet. We're
Not
not powerful
not
enough
until
yet. Level 8.
Mm. Mm.
But the snake that you turn into, what size is it?
Giant poisonous snake.
So it's large size.
Yes, I can also turn into a giant wolf spider that has spider climb.
So you can drag one of us. Saurus can fly now, right?
I can fly.
So he can drag the other one. Lulu can fight himself. I don't know the mage guy, the new guy, the Aaron. I don't know about him.
I have to say this: a giant wolf spider, despite the name, is a medium creature.
Okay, never mind
Okay.
then. Not the spider. Well, I do have Jakuli and the giant poisonous snake as 2 snakes.
So,
And
assuming you're
and the Jakuli
assuming you
has advantage
sorry.
to hide. And then Jakuli has the camouflage that has advantage on stealth checks to hide.
Assuming you get close enough to get a good vision of the infernal chains, it's pretty easy to see from a decent distance. Each chain link is roughly 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, formed of a wielded loop of infernal iron about 5 foot thick. They are covered in foot-long barbs that you think would make them relatively easy to move along, if slowly and very, very carefully. Yeah.
We can certainly try.
Let me check what other wild shapes I have that are not on Roll20. Large beasts or maybe something like that. That could have a constrictor snake. Because the giant poison snake is medium, but the constrictor snake is large. I have a Jakuli,
Yeah.
large beast. What I already said. Yeah, those are the only 2 that could help us get to the other side or down. Snakes.
Okay. The start. Yeah. Dark Badger's
I
not here.
mean, I can grapple, I can constrict one of you with my constrict ability and bring you over and then unconstrict and then constrict the other one.
Yeah. We can try. I mean, we can go down. Saurus can fly himself, so
Oh,
the problem
oops.
is just me and
I was
uh
hoping
how.
that would show.
Well, I can rope myself and one other person, like around my waist, and carry one more person, but uh, one person remains.
Yeah.
I
So,
can also blow both of my wild shapes and cast and conjure another snake.
yeah, we can. I mean, if you become Snake, you can basically grapple one of us. So that's solve the
Yeah, I
problem.
can grapple one of you, and the other snake can grapple the other one.
Okay. But so the only one left is the Aaron, the NPC. If he, how can it do?
Okay,
I don't know how
so
can.
Jin can fly, right? Or Saurus?
I
I
can take one person.
Yeah.
That's two. And I can take me and the other and another two others, that's five.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all of
Then we
us
saw.
then. That's all of us.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Well, then, approaching the chains, I'm just going to show you the map. You will not technically be here quite yet,
Mhm.
but for example, of what you're seeing guarding them.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay. I hate this shit. Okay. Okay.
Most of the army are lemurs,
Yep.
but there are a number of more dangerous creatures there.
Yep. But devil and two. I don't know. The red face one. Something like there's something.
Soraz, please make me. Or anybody with proficiency can make me an Arcana, but Soraz with advantage.
Sure.
Succubus, or succubi, are very famous. Incubi, less so, and their offspring with humans, the Cambion, even less so. But that is what these are. These are Cambion.
Isn't Cambion demon? I mean, succubus is demon.
They are fiends.
Okay.
This is the picture. This is the. So this is Elturel, right?
You are in Elturel, yes.
No, I mean it's
You
not
kind
the bottom part of the chain. Okay, so because to me it looks like a bottom part.
No, that's like
yeah, trying to find.
Oh,
Okay.
the left part of the picture is the bottom part. Okay,
yes. This one is
yeah.
like into bonked into the ground, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but wait, we do we need to use the chain at all? We need because of you. You're a snake, so you have to land on the you have to land on the chain, right?
Yeah.
So can
I
we?
mean, how high is the wall? We could just say how far down.
So let me just quickly check that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Depending on the chain, it's anywhere between 500 and 1,000 feet. So let's say this one is 700 feet
No,
to ground level.
my idea is to completely like for me, I can start flying wherever I fucking want, and I don't even need a chain. I just fly down. The problem is, if you need a chain, I'm thinking how to completely avoid the guardians. Like if we could somehow do it like this, where I'm putting my arrow right now, like completely avoiding the guys guarding it.
I could maybe create a distraction with my velociraptors, like make them come around from another direction and have them turn that way, and we try to stealth as quickly as possible towards the chain. Or like have them make noises in one of the streets up there.
Yeah, but it could be dangerous. I mean, yeah.
Does Tark
I mean, they
have
only
anything
last
useful?
an hour. They only last an hour, so.
Oh, Tark is not here.
Yeah.
He is not. I can tell you he doesn't really have much in terms of like distracting or stealthing spells. He is a sorcerer. He doesn't have like the most spells available.
If Pat had any input, I would believe he would just say that kill them all.
Aaron can help you walk on water if you wish.
You still take damage on fire, though.
It's not a good idea. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you fly.
Yep.
I can call lightning on them if we're gonna fight them. They would all be in it, I think.
No, I don't like the idea of fighting those that many.
True, me neither.
A lot of them are pretty weak. These guys are pretty weak. Most of them are pretty weak, to be honest.
So maybe try to lure some of the lemurs into the streets and have my velociraptors kill them before the hour runs out. Like create a distraction that way.
So basically, you're talking about like distract them to send people and kill them like bit by bit instead of all at once.
Yeah, like maybe 3 velociraptors there, 3 velociraptors up there, like make noises, have them go check out and try to kill them. Create a massacre. Distraction.
We can try. I don't know how well that would work. Yeah, we can set up ambush basically. We can lure them into somewhere and then we set up ambush there.
I mean, I was thinking just the velociraptors, and while they're distracted by the velociraptors, try to sneak towards the chain and get down it.
It's 700 feet, so it's a long way to go down.
If
like,
I can make 60 feet in one turn.
Yeah, I mean, if they see us, they can attack us. You know what I'm saying? While we were on the chain, which is, and especially when you were actually grappling someone while walking down the chain, might not be the best idea.
The coolies do have camouflage. Maybe that would help us get down. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, just I don't see a safe way to get down there, like one by one, and we don't know what's down there as well.
So
That's
we
also
all go down there.
I mean, if we know what's down there, maybe we can look for safe spot and let souls like get us there one by one. Take longer time, but safer.
We may have to
How
make a
long-
decision
how long
quick
does fight
because
last
the
for?
hour is ticking.
Yeah, I mean, how long does your fight last, Source?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Okay, then no, you can't really go up one ship like that. Distract them and try to run, or fight them. So that's two
Wait,
things we can.
is that a racial or is it a spell? Fly.
His a warlock. Warlock, genie
That
warlock.
is a feature. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had flying too with mine. Was once per long rest, right? Or three times.
No.
Or the proficiency number.
Proficiency number. Yeah.
Okay. But I don't. Would 10 minutes be enough to get like 1,000 feet, 500 to 1,000 feet away?
700.
700.
Well, I go 6 seconds, which is a combat round. I go 40 feet per 6 seconds.
So that's like if you
Oh.
dash, you go 80 feet.
No, that's already dash because he's dragging someone along, so his movement is half.
Yeah. So 40 feet, 10 seconds, 6 seconds, which means 400 feet a minute.
Including like mounting, dismounting, you're basically looking at 2 to 2.5 minutes down, 2 and 2.5 minutes up.
So let's say 5 in
so
total.
So Soraz per cast would be able to get himself plus 2 other people down.
Yeah, but we'll have to send Red maybe scout down a safe spot down there first.
Red can do it.
Or Lulu.
No, I wouldn't send Lulu. Things can see Lulu. No one.
Oh yeah, people
Cannot
can see Lulu. Yeah. Sorry, Lulu.
No worries. Actually, if you want to kind of get to a safe spot away from the conflict below, you're probably looking at more like 6 to 7 minutes for a round trip.
And we still have to get this like away from the chain. That's the most important part right now. Not how to get down. We know how to get down it.
Basically, I would have to spend all my flying to get to the safe spot, right?
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, let's try that. That would be the best option if we don't want to fight them. That's I mean, yeah, I would say it's the best option.
All right, then I'm gonna send 3 of my velociraptors behind this street and 3 to go there and start making a noise. I mean,
You don't need to do that.
Yeah, we don't need
You don't need to do that because I can just like fly like right over here. So
basically,
we don't need
even
the chain.
Yeah, we can
We don't need the chain.
okay.
Far away from the chain. So basically, somewhere safe. Basically, and start getting people down one by one.
Okay then.
As a
Right. So
if you're
I will
approaching
take
the edge. Sure, go ahead.
no. I will take the 3 fly slots if everything goes well.
Okay. As you approach the edge, just as a quick thing, and take a glance below, you will see a great conflict. Armored legions of devils encircle enormous posts of infernal iron that anchor Elturel to the rocky ground. Squads of demons fighting 10 deep hurl themselves at the devil's ranks, and most of these abyssal troops are lowly manes and dretches, dying in vain, trying to drag down the devils that are stronger than them, so that much bigger demons behind them can strike killing blows. A dark river cuts a path across the blasted landscape and flows directly beneath the city. Floating on the river are demonic barges assailed by squadrons of winged devils under the command of an enormous winged devil, wearing an eyeless helm and clutching an infernal battle standard. It is this that you need to avoid, as were you to throw yourselves into the conflict, you would be basically as good as dead. But Soraz, if you're looking to take people down, will anybody be assisting him in doing so quietly?
I mean, I could. I don't know. With Pacificatrix only works around me, so I couldn't help
Okay.
that much.
Yeah,
For the rest of my
you're
turn.
right.
So for taking Sylphine and for taking the other cleric who has passed without trace, you will have a +10 to your roll.
Wait, can you pick me up in my Jakuli thing shape as I grapple the other, restrict one other
hang on,
person?
no, hang on. We do still have the bag of holding, right?
Mhm.
I can climb in.
Yeah, actually,
Don't
10
you
minutes. You have enough air for 10 minutes.
Yeah. If it's less than 10 minutes, I can climb in.
Okay, that could work as well.
So 2 trip, I mean, target time climbing another time. So
And
2 trip, both time has +10 on the stealth then.
yeah, and I can also try camouflage with Jakuli as we're if you can carry me as I'm carrying someone else. Because I can restrict one person, then camouflage, like I have advantage on
Well,
stealth checks.
if like, how much do you weight as Jakuli?
Let me check.
It could be too heavy.
It's a large
Well,
Right,
that's why I'm
beast.
asking.
It's a large
You know what?
beast.
Yeah, maybe we can shorten it if you yeah, but you can't turn you can still concentrate while in wild shape. So you can turn into something really small and concentrate on the spell.
Yeah, I can concentrate on that thing, the pass without a trace, while in.
Yeah, yeah.
But I have to cast it
In
before
wild
I turn into a Jakuli.
yeah, you cast it before and then you turn into not coolie. I mean, you can turn into a small spider.
Or a fly.
Yeah, then I
Previous
mean,
session, you were a fly.
yeah, but technically she can't turn into anything can fly.
Not yet.
Not
I can turn into a flying creature at level 8.
she didn't
Oh,
turn into
yeah.
fly. She
Yeah.
summoned a fly last
Summon.
time.
Yeah, she summoned. Yeah.
I mean, if she become like a spider hanging on your shoulder, then you don't even have you can dash faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I turn into a Jakuli, I could perhaps carry one other person down if he can. Like, I can take the weight off.
The 2 trip, I think, is the minimum we have to do because we have 5 people. There's no way we can do just 1 trip.
What is your strength score, Soraz, out of interest?
It's just
10.
10. Yeah.
So, uh, so you have a carry limit of 150 pounds.
Yeah. So
Mm.
I would say, yeah, 2 trip is minimum.
Jin, how much do you weigh?
I weigh, including everything, about 240 pounds. Sorry, 280 pounds.
Which doesn't count if he goes into the bag of holding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tark is going to weigh a very similar amount. The cleric is probably going to weigh a bit less, but similar. And Jakuli, by the way, would weigh about 150 pounds, based on a comparable weight of a Burmese python.
Yeah. So I don't think you can pull when Sophie is.
No, but what I am arguing here, like, I know what you're trying to say, and it makes sense, but I'm not using my strength to pull anyone. I am kind of using this magic to propel us. So it's not like I'm pulling somebody who's like falling down from a ravine or something, using my hands, using my strength, you know? I'm simply using my body as I don't know, a holder, to like, I'm not using any of my strength. I'm simply like hovering and taking them with me. So like I have the, if you know what I mean, I have the aid of my spell to help me with this. Because spell doesn't care if you weigh 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 500 pounds. Spell doesn't care. I mean the elemental gift. If you see my logic.
Yeah, with spell fly, you can basically fly even if you're over, like, it helps with
No.
encumbrance.
It absolutely does not. You still have to, you are still restricted by the limit of what you can carry.
Yeah, for the fire spell, definitely.
However, that is why over-encumbered rules exist. In which case, your speed is halved again, but you are reducing the number of trips you need to make.
Yeah, we can reduce it to 2. That's what I'm saying. I think that's good enough if we can reduce it to. And
Yeah.
both time we have +10 as well.
And I can, or so that would be 7 minutes down, right? You said. I can.
Over-encumbered, it would be 7 minutes down, and then a couple of minutes back up.
That's why I mean, if you turn into spider, so Saurus is not over encumbered.
Yeah,
and if I hide in the
if
back,
I
so he
turn
can.
into a giant or something that can carry the bag of holding in its.
Yeah, but the way still count. Your way still count, and
Yeah,
whoever
I know.
you.
I'm trying to figure out which animal is the lightest that can still carry the bag of holding with one other person in it.
Saurus can carry the bag of holding.
Okay.
It doesn't require attunement. Anyone can carry it.
Okay, then I can turn into a little, really tiny beast. Then.
Yeah.
Who's carrying me?
You're gonna caught inside the bag of holding.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
What? Yeah. Well, as long as it's less than 10 minutes, you'll be fine.
Tark scratches his head. Are you trying to kill me?
I will climb in first. Okay, I will make the first trip.
All right, fine.
I'm trying to find something that can help with the stealth as well, besides the pass without a trace. Because Jakuli can have advantage for that, right?
That's on your. It's not going to be you making the check. It's going
Yeah.
to be Soros making the check.
I know, but I
Doesn't
can
help.
give him help him with camouflage or something. I don't know.
No.
You- Pass without traces will help, but a feature unique to a Jakuli cannot be given to somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the spell and enhance ability, memorize, prepare, then you can use that. That will help him.
I don't have that.
So no, yeah. So
What's up top?
What?
We don't understand at all.
I think it's one strong with someone else.
Ah,
It's not me.
oh, it's Kelvin.
Oh, okay.
You're used to me causing problems in your games, Coco? I see how this is. The bias is real. Anti-Badger.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I can change into a chimeric fox. It has chimeric creation. That can help a little bit with its stealth check.
I don't. I think if you're that small, you shouldn't affect swords as at all.
Just trying to help here.
I know, but I mean, I really don't see
If
what
you wanted to help, you would have prepared enhance ability.
I didn't know we were gonna need it.
Actually, that doesn't help because pass without trace is concentration too. It's
Yeah.
annoying.
Oh yeah, over concentration. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
So If you wanted to help, you should have had me take enhance ability.
Maybe next
But I
time.
didn't.
Maybe
So
next time. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna stop concentrating on my. Can I? Would I know if one of them disappeared by being dead?
Ooh. You'd know if the spell ended, but that would only come to pass if all of them died.
Ah,
I would say no, there's nothing in the spell that says you have a connection to them.
okay. So, has it been long enough for the group to get to the hall, to the high hall?
I'll say yes.
Then I'm gonna hopefully not just make them disappear. Stop concentrating on them. Hoping they're there.
Okay. Badger 1 and 2 were in the process of holding back a demon. No.
Thank you.
Okay. Raptors will vanish.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
I will crawl inside the bag of holding.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a very unpleasant feeling as you find yourself suspended in limbo. So 26 for Soraz as he begins to descend. Sylphine, what form are you taking?
Chimeric Fox. I can roll with advantage.
The stealth check isn't yours, it's Soraz's, as he is the one moving. That's what I mean. He's the vessel, he is the vehicle, he's the car.
Okay.
Vroom vroom Soraz
I mean, it's a
o'clock.
tiny beast, so it can curl around his neck. Curl around his neck.
Okay. You begin your descent, shrouded in shadow, and probably a decent distance away from any onlookers, because you didn't have to descend at a chain point because of this. I am obliged to ask you something, Jin.
Yeah.
Where did you put the shield?
You mean the law of thing? Soros has it. It's not in the bag of holding. It's in his
It's
bag.
not. Yeah, we agreed that not to put it in the bag of holding. Just like wrap it up and put it in the backpack, not bag of holding.
Soros has it as well. Yeah.
Okay. Soraz, as you reach the halfway point, heading down, you will receive a telepathic communication in your mind from the shield. Chuckling. How about we revisit the terms of our negotiation?
Oh crap!
I am restored. Thank you for waiting.
Do I have to roll something?
Oh no, you're not attuned to it. It can't try and take you over. It's basically saying that its fireballs are ready and you're in midair.
There is nothing much I can do. So if it wants to fire, okay, let it fire. I'm not gonna reply anything to it if that's what you're asking.
I'm still up at the top, right?
You are still up at the top with the cleric and Lulu.
No,
You
I
look
cannot
crap.
understand.
Okay.
I cannot understand how exactly it wants to fire fireball without anybody attuned to it, as I believe fireball has some like verbal and what's the other VSM thing components like verbal and the other two. So
It is innate
in
spellcasting.
Yeah. For the demon itself, it's innate this demon casting. He can cast it anytime. Yeah. Basically, 3 charges.
all right, I was just curious. That's it.
The rules with the shield are quite specific. It controls the fireballs, not the attuned player.
He's using the shield's DC, not your DC.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is kind of the whole negotiation point with the shield. But yeah, you are tough, and you're strong-willed. But your friend is in an unfortunate bag right now.
Look, you are getting destroyed no matter what. If you want to cast one of your fireballs, go ahead, but you're not getting anything else. You either kill us or we kill you.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, like, or telepathically, I don't know how I can communicate with it, whatever.
I'm telepathic as well. Can tell me.
I mean, I'm not telepathic per se, but I don't know how to communicate with his shield. Like, can I reply to his telepathic
If you wish.
reach or whatever? But yeah, that's what my answer would be, regardless.
Yeah, it'll hear you if you speak. It'll hear you if you try and reply telepathically. Please make me an intimidation check.
Yes, sir.
But also, if you were speaking that
Intimidate.
out loud, I could just like figure out what was going on and say we can also just throw you in the lava below and come back for you later.
Are you offering to drop it in the river Styx?
Yes.
If you drop into River Stick, I don't think you can get it back.
I mean, if it's destroyed, it's destroyed.
Not sure if it's
Destroyed doesn't come out.
Yeah, it doesn't really destroy it, but it will be keep running in the
Because isn't it a
yeah.
prison that you're destroying?
I mean,
Not
Well,
him.
if it helps,
isn't the sticks considered as lava fire? We tried it already.
I mean, it can just cool its head down there.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can swim in the stick. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a fun place.
Yeah, and if you drop it down, basically, no, I don't think anyone will be able to get it. Basically,
So yeah,
It's not lava. I will tell you that much.
it's not lava. It's not lava, but it's really horrible things. Those water is.
So would everybody in the party? Well, I cannot ask you now, but yeah, I cannot ask you. Fuck it, I'll drop it in the sticks.
no question
Okay.
asked. Okay, I like you.
I assume to drop it quickly and not risk it doing anything. You're going to discard the entire backpack.
I am gonna throw the. Well, I don't know exactly what I have in backpack and what in the bag of holding, but wait. Let's see what I have.
Wait, sorry. I believe you mentioned that when you put the shield in there, you took everything else out.
I don't remember exactly what I said last time, but in any case, yeah. Generally speaking, even if I have to get rid of of everything, I have most of the important things on me anyway. Like wand of lightning bolts, dagger, tent, hemp and rope is already around me. So yeah, what the hell? I'll just throw the whole thing down anyway, if needed.
Okay. You drop the shield.
Bye.
There's a kind of brief pause. It doesn't have a face, but you get that kind of like surprised Pikachu pregnant pause, like what are you actually are you really doing? Whoo. Just at the end of its telepathic reach, you start hear it starts babbling with kind of really surprised, shocked, astonished, gleeful, terrified, like completely mixed, insane laughter. It did not expect this. Please roll me a percentile die just to see how it lands.
Do it. Do it.
Okay. As it plummets, kind of sails not exactly towards the conflict, but you're pretty sure you see the bag impact into one of the demonic vessels down below. The shield is no longer your concern.
Right. Whatever. Just glad to be rid of it.
True. That was fun. You hear in your mind. That telepathically from Sylvie.
Hey, it deals with the issue. You will be able to get down without difficulty, land at a point of safety, and then quickly, without the that added weight, make your way back up.
And or whoever was in the should probably immediately hide somewhere down below.
So who are you taking down first?
There's Sophie and me.
And I think someone climbed down into the bag of holding. I think
That's
Jin.
me.
Jin, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then following you down, as this is Lulu, she forgets she can do stuff. Some of it's DM intentional, some of it's not. She has 10 strength, and she is going to save you your remaining uses of fly for today, Soras. As she has 120 feet of flight,
Mm-hmm.
and will follow you down.
Okay.
First with Tark, and then with the cleric. Allowing you all to land. Let's get the group token. On a sandy, ashy, infernal, blasted wasteland.
Nice.
Called Avernus.
Looks romantic.
It certainly does.
I can see Eye of Sauron over here.
So can I.
I can see that definitely. Yup. Avernus. That was a pretty quick solving of that. So, Avernus serves as the front line of the great clash between the forces of chaos and law, the evil forces of chaos and law, known as the Blood War. The most prominent feature is the River Styx that flows through the lower plains and frustrates every attempt to map it or predict its course, as it seems to shift and twist. Simply tasting or touching its waters is known to shatter or lessen the mind of a creature that does so, as it seeks to carry your soul off deep into the depths of hell. Commerce, as you know, is conducted through the use of soul coins. And trying to find your way to foodstuffs within this blasted landscape is a difficult task. Now, Lulu has indicated that some 10 miles west of the city, never mind, you have a druid, is Fort Knucklebone, a place where she encountered a pair of winged humanoid creatures, kobolds.
Kenko?
And I believe that is, yes, Kenku, not kobolds. And I believe that is your current destination.
All right. So the destination is where? Can you point out on the map?
It's not on the map.
Oh.
That is a fun feature of Avernus. There are some locations that are reasonably well mapped. However, the map you're
Not
given,
all inclusive.
the map you're given is the best efforts of a man who went insane trying to map Avernus, because its locations shift and move. Traveling between two destinations might take you 10 minutes, it might take you a month. You might never reach your destination.
Okay. I mean, can you point out like what the roughly area where? Because Lulu saw that thing, right? So
Like here.
yeah, okay, got it.
For now, Elturel hangs about here.
Okay.
But over the next hours and days, its position will shift. Not exactly teleporting, but as though a desert mirage.
Okay.
So if we leave, we might not be able to get back.
Oh, you'll be able to get back. It'll just take you time.
And some levels for me until I get plane shift.
We always had a chance to not be able to get back. We got killed on the way.
True.
I meant just to El Terrell.
I can also, if we get to the level that I can learn travel via plants, if we find a tree, I can maybe try to get us back to it. Or somehow
Tark laughs hysterically at the comment of a tree.
I mean, we have options. And at level 8 I do learn how to make flying creatures as well, so you can just fly back.
Well, I'm sure glad I have you here, Sylphine.
Anytime.
Will you be heading westward?
I mean, yes.
Very well.
Where is west? Is it actually like correct west, or is it different
Hang on,
west?
All right, what time of day is it? We just need to look up at the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is hell o'clock.
Hell o'clock, nice.
What time does the action go down in hell?
Always.
Always, okay.
The clubs are 24/7, and the price is murder.
Literally, huh? Okay.
I can maybe try to sniff our way because I'm still a fox. I've just been talking in your head the whole time. I can stay in it for 3 hours and I can maybe sniff us out. I do have +7 to perception in it. Would that help?
Certainly. Please make me a perception check. You are surrounded by dirt, burning, sulfurous dirt.
Ew.
You are in hell, you're pretty sure.
Yeah.
The plains westward are fairly flat. However, on the horizon, there is a kind of uneven rise. Roughly in the location Lulu indicated.
Can I sniff? for bones. Just kidding.
Sure.
I
Please
mean,
make me a survival.
survival. That's also wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have survival on the fox, so I'm just gonna go for wisdom check.
You'll dig up pretty quickly the bones of, well, like the stripped and polished bones of a humanoid creature. You'll find it's like femur, thigh bone. It's quite firm, quite bony.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. No thanks.
Okay.
So I named my fox Foxylphine.
Gotcha. How long do you stay in that form? Sorry.
Until we rest, I guess. Until it
You can stay in
For
any
free
wiser form.
for 3
Half of
hours. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Left.
So I think
Well,
we
then,
should also start moving because we are still under the effect of Vasodata Trace.
All right. Well, if you're intending to move stealthily, would you please make me such a roll?
Yep.
There is a plus. It's 25 for him and Lulu.
36 for Foxylphine.
30 for the no proficiency, no dexterity, Holyphant.
Oh, actually, I should roll on disadvantage. And still the same.
Tark and Soraz, are you interested in moving? Nope, there's Tark.
Yep.
I think if you're interested in moving stealthily westward, would you please make a stealth check while Pass Without Trace is still up?
Okay. Nice. Not bad.
Okay.
Lowest is 21.
Following Lulu westward, you're able to make pretty swift pace as the land is flat, and while it is unpleasantly warm, maybe 35 Celsius in the shade, you are unmolested on your journey. To the north, maybe 2 or 3 miles across the flats, about halfway to your journey, you're pretty sure you see like a reflection on something metallic as it rushes, kind of races across the plains of Avernus, eventually vanishing behind a small rise. A little bit further, maybe 3/4 of the way towards Lulu's goal, there's a flash of light, kind of red, yellowy lightning behind you. Far behind you. Back on the battlefield below El Terrell.
Where the shield was?
In that general location, yes.
So fireball. Okay.
Much bigger than a fireball. More like a strike of divine lightning.
I'm thinking of Sariel.
And then, just as you're approaching what appears to be a crudely walled compound, Tark, in the back of your mind, as though whispering due to the distance, you'll hear a voice that you have not heard before. Inhuman, but decidedly feminine. It will introduce itself as Lucille. And thank you for delivering to it one who had been missing.
Is not smart.
Mhm.
The fuck are you talking about? Who are you? What are you? Where are you?
She will leave you, telling you that she must return to the fray. But again, thank you.
Son of a bitch. It's nothing. Stupid demons in hell. Fuck it.
You're dealing with this, Lulu will start bouncing excitedly. We here, we here, we here, we here. I think we're here. No, we're here, we're here.
All right. Fine. Calm down. Jesus, you're giving me a headache.
Jesus? Who's Jesus? Oh, you mean Zariel? Understood.
What? I really need to work on changing my vocabulary when I'm playing.
It's fine. I'm just not looking forward to the day I end up running a game for a devout Christian and then saying something and really, really not making them happy.
I mean, what god does Tart worship, though?
What god does Tark worship? Tark, obviously. No. That's a good question. Did I ever write that down? Did I choose that? I don't know if I ever made deity a thing for Tark. Oh, now I've done it. There we go. I minimized the character sheet. All right. So I guess I would say that I don't have much written down here for his deity acclamations, but I would say based on his background and heritage, that Torm would probably be one of the ones that he is most akin to.
Cool. That's a pretty good one for this module.
Yep.
But like I said, Tark follows mostly Tark.
Like always.
As you approach, there is a fortified compound ahead of you, sat atop a low plateau that rises out of the crater-pocked landscape, otherwise fairly flat landscape. At the center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that vaguely resembles a hand crawling out of the ground, with gaps between the fingers. The jagged wall made of rock, bone, and metal debris surrounds the hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible include a gatehouse, atop which about a half a dozen small figures stand on watch. That moves us over to Fort Knucklebone. Give you some to see. As you begin to approach, one of these kind of small figures that look like kind of stunted old men with red eyes, spiky beards, and barbed teeth calls out a kind of stunted common. Hi!
How
You
did
want
they see
access?
us?
What's the password?
Did they? I mean, we're still under stealth.
10 miles would last longer than Pass Without Trace.
Okay, never mind.
And you can only be hidden if there's something to be hidden behind.
Okay.
So if you're literally walking up to the fort, there is no chance of going without being seen.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want access, you need the password.
Pretty please with a cherry on top.
That ain't the password.
Do you want to die?
Had to try. Someday it
At
might
that.
work.
At that, your threat talk, half a dozen voices will kind of join in a laughing chorus. Then one of them will stop, kind of scratch his beard, turn to the other. Hey, we don't have a password. They'll all start laughing again. You know what?
Let us in, you little shit, or I'm going to run you through with this spear.
Can you please stop with the
Yeah.
violence?
Oh, no, we like him. We like violence. You dwarf, he says, looking down at you from kind of the top of the gatehouse. You want to come in? Yeah?
Yes.
Can you do handstands?
Not doing a fucking handstand.
And you're not coming in.
How badly do we need to get in here? I whispered to the party.
I mean, it's where Lulu's wanted to go.
Lulu, if I do this handstand and they don't let us in, I'm coming after you.
The creatures on top will kind of be like, ooh, spicy.
These shits. God, I hate them.
Do you recognize the image at all?
Tark will stash his spear and
Okay.
perform a glorious stunted handstand.
Please make me a performance check to see how impressive you are.
Can that be performance straight?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch you to guide you if my concentration has.
I'm so good.
Add a d4 to it.
That is a
I'm the best.
persuasion, but I can't imagine your performance is much worse.
No, I rolled the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Roll again.
What's your performance mod?
D4.
I think it's at least +4, +3. Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Add your d4. Add your d4.
I'm sorry. Stupid tablet.
Okay, it's enough to cause them to
There you
start
go.
roaring.
4.
All of those viewing
21.
will start roaring in laughter. Hey, we got a dwarf to embarrass himself. That's pretty good. Why are we making him do that? I don't know.
I'm taking a mental note of who said the handstand, and I'm just going to.
I will. Mark will remember this.
Yeah, no, this is like a paladin oath at this point that thing is going to die.
After a couple of minutes, one of them will kind of turn and look down. I think the blood's rushing to his head. You can stop now. You are going to hurt yourself.
Is this good enough? I'm like jumping from one hand to the other because I'm so strong, and dwarf being stunted is like, pretty easy to balance. I might do some like push up, hand clap things. Are we done here yet?
Oh yeah, we've been done for ages. It's actually kind of impressive, though. Eh, what do you mean impressive? He's just a muscle bag.
So, unless you feel like these muscles wrapping around your throat, I suggest you open the damn door.
They'll all start laughing. And one of them will just like look at you, squint. What are you doing out there?
We're trying to come in.
Why are you standing around like idiots? Yeah, stop standing around like idiots. Come on in.
Thank you.
Turquoise follows Sophie.
The area beyond is littered with trash and mechanical parts. Some put together in a way that resembles vehicles. Ramshackle structures, built from the same junk, provide shelter. There's a platoon of small fey creatures milling around. Not all of them are tokens, but they all look like this. All looking like kind of feral gnomes, sporting tall red caps, some of which drip with a vile ichor. A pair of Kenku examine one of the strange vehicles, chattering to each other in high-pitched squawks. Kenku carry an assortment of strange tools, and when they see you, they kind of stare in wonder. As Lulu makes her way in, they look at her. One of them kind of starts waving with manic excitement, clearly recognizing Lulu, who recognizes them in turn. It kind of yells out in its broken Kenku speak, "Ah, what a deal! What a deal! Patience is a virtue! Can't keep the boss waiting!" Kind of gestures northward and starts running off towards the blasted hill. Eventually reaching a tall creature wearing a long shift covered in mud, blood, mold, and worse.
Okay, a hack.
Appears to be. And her eyes seem to
Right
move
back.
independently of each other. Scraggly brown hair hanging in front of them. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that kind of squint and scrutinize your group. And behind her there's a hulking creature made of disparate fiendish parts, trudges, moans, and hops. This fun thing.
Okay, that thing is disturbing.
She'll see your group start hurriedly running down the hill. She approaches you, she'll kind of spread her arms wide. My goodness! Where did you find such a treasure? Looking at Lulu.
She found us.
All right, hack. There's no need to eyeing on our friend here. Lulu, do you remember anything or this hack here?
I remember the kobolds. I don't remember her.
All right. I'll do that real quick.
That creature is linked to Zariel. You know this, yes?
What creature?
Yes. He's talking about Lulu.
Oh,
Yes. The elephant.
Yes, he is. And what is your interest in him?
I I search for the greatest misery. So I came here.
We'd like to have a word with your Cancun over there.
You can have a word with them. Yes. What do you want to know?
I don't know. My elephant friend here want to ask them some questions.
Lulu kind of float around. I don't think they can talk that well, so I don't know how well they can answer. But I kind of want to know where I came from, what happened, like what I was before I saw them.
Well, I don't know what
Hey, Cassidy. Kind of interesting situation going on here. So the new owners apparently scheduled a delivery for flooring to our house.
Okay, Badger's talking on phone, I guess.
Yeah, I've muted him for the time being.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to answer.
The Kenku will run up, look at Lulu, put its hands together, and shake its head. Lost child! Lost child! And that's kind of all it says.
Lost child.
Of whom?
Well,
Devil! Devil Lord! Lost child! Devil Lord! Lost child!
Dude, I look at the hat and answer. You seem to know about my friend here. Are you able to help him maybe get some memory back?
Are you looking at the hag or the Kenku?
Heck,
She'll kind of scratch at her mouth, kind of wiping away a bit of drool that has dribbled down her chin. Yes, I know a ritual to restore some memories. I'll need some stuff for it, though.
and I assume it will not be free. So name your price, see if we can provide.
Well, you're right, I have a price.
Can I insight check her if she actually knows the ritual or if she's just bluffing?
Sure. She seems to have some idea.
Okay. I'm gonna stay quiet then.
I would know what she knows.
Who's she? You mean
Lulu, you called her.
I look at Lulu and say, you're a she?
Kind of look back at you and trumpet into your face.
I mean,
Yes,
going to
so?
call her a she all this time?
Sorry. I didn't hear you, Baka. Can you
I
say that
mean, we've
again?
been calling her a she all this time.
Oh, really? Okay.
She'll kind of be like, "Boo!" into your face through her trumpet. Insensitive trollop.
Hey, but insight's really low, so what do you expect?
I would know what she knows, and I would have you come with me in my ritual. You will endure the suffering that I see as well. That is my price.
Look at Lulu and look at the party and ask Lulu, you think she can help you? And look at the party. You guys, what do you guys think?
She does seem to know something about the ritual.
I guess.
I look at Lulu. Is she okay with letting her know whatever
Lulu will kind of look a bit down, dejected, but then perk up. Well, if she knows, then it means I know as well, and I remember, right?
Guess.
Lulu, do you have any other ideas how we should proceed?
We need. She'll kind of drop to a whisper. We need to find the sword, and I don't remember how to find it.
I got that, but do you think we should proceed with this individual, or do you have any other ideas?
I don't know about you, but she doesn't seem to be from this place. I don't know if we're going to find anyone better. If you do, then maybe we could go looking.
True.
If looks like we don't have much option. Yeah, I mean, better than wandering aimlessly in hell.
That's true too. We need to have a direction.
Yeah, since Badger is not here, I don't know why he is respond, but I will say yes. Let's go ahead with it.
All right. It'll take me some time to prepare. If you want to be useful, go ask if anybody needs any help. Come back in an hour. She'll start trotting off back up the hill before vanishing into kind of a small round tower.
Okay.
And for reasons, I am going to call the session here because welcome to modules. As upon arrival in Avernus and your first short rest, you will achieve level 7.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Wow, well, already?
I mean,
Yep.
because I was
Alright, that was fast.
Because I was that awesome with that, because really or whatever it was. Is that it?
Sorry.
It's milestone. I guess we just get to where another level up point. That's it.
I mean, it's usually assumed that you'll kind of have to find a way to climb down the chains, like kind of find your way down to the surface level, deal with a few more dangers and problems. The module, I don't think, expected characters to have enough light to get a full party down safely.
See.
Plus,
can I
there
pause
is
this for just a moment?
I have
absolutely.
to. I have to show this. So we're under contract to sell our house. No paperwork has been signed yet. We're not moving out until August 1st is when the new owners come in. I just had to step away because somebody brought a giant truck full of flooring that they wanted to deliver to the house. Like pallets and pallets of flooring for the new people that haven't even finished buying the house yet. What the fuck?
Your little buyer seems to be very enthusiastic.
At least you know they're interested.
Yeah! It's a giant truck with so many pallets of flooring. I'm like, I don't even think this fits in the house.
Even if I was to accept it for you, like, I'd do you a solid, but Jesus, it's a giant truck. Like, I'm saying it like an 18-wheel truck or trailer size truck with nothing but flooring in it.
May not be all for the house. I mean, they can deliver to many different locations.
No! I asked him that. The guy opened the back for me and said, yep, this is what they ordered for here. I'm like, oh my God.
It's easy.
Anyways, I swear, can just shit stop happening when I'm trying to play D&D? Like, I swear, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing ever happens in my life. I have the most boring life in the mornings. Thursday, Friday, all the shit goes down. And it happens only between these hours. It never happens after. It's like the universe says, Badger, you are not to play D&D without interruption.